Hey guys, my name's Stephanie Fleming and I'm going to be your consultant with Norwex this week for this class. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I am retired. My husband and I both are retired now. We've been in the nursery industry our entire lives. We had our own wholesale nursery. I did retail with my family's nursery and I retired back in 2019. I like to say I was in the original green business. However, with Norwex, I joined Norwex in January 22, and I had been using it for a few years, just a couple of the items, and then I started having parties and got a few more, and I was really impressed on how I could take all the uh, toxic chemicals out of my house. I used to wonder about it, in the nursery industry, whenever we would go to spray anything, to get rid of the weeds and things, and with these really tough, awful chemicals we would have to use way back when, um, you would have to dress up in these protective suits and protective masks and everything like that, and the clothes would have to be washed right away. But then we would walk into our homes and we would start using, the different furniture polish. We would use the cleaning bubbles in the bathroom, the window spray, and looking on the back, it was hard to breathe. There's so much in my family alone, a lot of asthma, and you would think, well, this is, clean smells like bleach, or clean, you have to have a smell like pine sol or something for it to be really clean, and that's not necessarily true. With Norwex, I found that yes, it does work with just water. And I mean, at first I was like, what are you all talking about? And I can't wait to share with you guys this week about how our Norwex products work. I just wish I had known about this way back when my kids were little. But, now I know, and to know is to do better. And I love sharing and talking about Norwex. I love their mission. I love how much they care about people. And it's just a great company. So, anyhow, I wanted to talk a little bit about one thing. I'm sure a lot of you have used these things before. Um, if you read the back, it will tell you you should wear gloves. You need to saturate it for 4 minutes, let it sit on there to soak. You need to um, rinse the surface back off. It's hazardous to animals and children. So I don't know about you, but when I started reading this, I was like, "Oh, wow! I've been using this." And we've been giving these things out at the grocery stores to wipe our carrots down, and we're putting our hands right over top of it without it being rinsed off. And our skin is our biggest organ on our body, and we're absorbing all of this. So it makes one stop and think. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about this as we get further on in the week. But I want to let you know that it's 70 that it's 70 times higher inside our home is toxic chemicals because we're closed in here. We don't keep our windows open all the time, and we're getting these fumes out, and we're breathing this in. Our children and our pets are licking our windows. They're walking on our floors and they're licking their paws, and it's scary. It is scary, and I am glad I have not used any toxic chemicals for almost 3 years now, and I can tell a difference. In the 1900s, the cancer rate was 1 in 8,000. Today, it's 1 in 3. That's a pretty big difference. Our This week, I'm going to talk to you about our microfiber cloth. This is our EnviroCloth. It's very dense, and I'm going to go over that a little bit more on how this works. We're going to talk about what our backlock technology is with the silver, and I'm going to show you all how that all works. So, I think that's about it. If you have any questions during this week, just touch my little round face there, and I'll get right back to you, or send me a message, or just, however you can do, just reach out. I'll be glad to answer any questions. I also want to thank our wonderful hostess for having this party. This is the way we get the information out. We want to have everybody having Norwex in their homes, and get rid of all of these toxic chemicals in our homes. I want to thank you all for letting me, share my passion about this. And like I said, if you want to interested in hosting a party and want to learn how you can get many products for free, just reach out. I can show you with our parties. You really don't have to spend a dime if you're a hostess. It's very simple. So anyhow, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. And I hope you all have fun this week. Bye.